Hello, and today we are going to be looking at creating a list in your team. This can equally be created directly in SharePoint. I'm just going to use it to collect some information from some team members. So at the top of my channel, I've pressed the plus sign to create a list. And I'm going to save that. And I'm going to create a list. In here, there are some templates already available. But what I'm going to do is to create a blank list. All I'm going to do is collect a little bit of information to record in a list that I want to share with everybody. So I'm just going to call it employee data. Now, of course, you probably have employee systems if you're a larger company, but smaller companies can use their own lists for data. And we do have to consider GDPR around who can access this information. But if this is clearly for everybody and it's not sharing any personal information, then we can be okay. So I'm just going to select a couple of options here to create my list, just to give it a little logo. So in here, I've got my new list that I want to work with. And in here, what I'm going to do is just add a new item. Now that will add the new person or the new information. Notice I already get the title. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to rename this in this option. And I'm going to rename this job title. So I've just renamed that first heading. And I'm just collecting some data that I'm sharing with everybody. And of course, I would have to make it clear that this was available to everyone. So I'm going to put a text column in here, and I'm going to call this my mobile number. It's a single line of text. It's a number, but that's fine because I want to have the leading zero and I don't want to worry about the formatting of the number. You only really need a number if you're going to calculate or do something with it like that. So we'll do that. Then I'm going to put another column here. We're not going to collect their address, but we're going to collect which county they are from and town, because maybe we want to collect some information to arrange social events and interaction. So we need to know where people live, and everybody is going to have that information. So I'm going to have town and county. And I'm just going to have a choice on how they get to work. So it could be a survey, and this is sort of normally really car, bus, walk, train, bike, bicycle, and motorbike. We'll have to put other in case anybody else has any other way of getting to work. And you'll see it picks a colour for all of those. And then I'm going to have a number column now, which is distance to work, because you may want to calculate how far people are, etc. So we're going to do distance to work. And then I'm going to use the person column for their name. in this instance. Now, when I'm using the person column, it's actually going to pick it from my address book. So, nice simple form that I want to share, and I would obviously need to put some narrative around that, but I want to collect the data, and they're not necessarily going to look at this list. So there is actually now, if you haven't spotted it before, an amazing new button in here called Forms. And what this does is it allows us to travel to work data. And I can choose which fields they are putting in there. I've got some basic themes and I've got some basic submission here. If I send the form, it will copy the link and then I will put that into an email and send it. So I am going to create myself an email and send it to myself. The main thing here is that the form is created directly from the list and is very useful in being able to compile this data. So welcome to the new list, and you can see I can add items in here. And you can also edit in grid view. So thank you for watching, and try using one of these lists with your colleagues. They are for internal form completion. There are other ways of actually setting up forms externally, but this is nice and quick and easy. You don't have to do much work and you can collect the data in a very simple process. Thank you.